It's been 5 days since I last filled a water tank in the trailer, and the Vistabule doesn't come with a water tank monitor, and even if I could get it as an option, I wouldn't want it. I just don't want anything that can break when I'm out here boondocking on rough roads, bouncing around. You know, there's not a lot that can fail on this trailer, so that's the way I want to keep it. It's analog, it requires no electricity, and it's utterly reliable. The only thing I need to measure this is a piece of 1/2-inch tubing, and it could be a lot shorter than this. I just don't want to cut this. This one is silicone. I love silicone tubing. It's great. I got it at a brewery shop. It's much better than that PVC plastic stuff. It doesn't stiffen, doesn't rot, doesn't discolor, doesn't, you know, it's just great stuff. UV resistant. We're under the trailer looking at my water tank, and this here is the drain valve. So what I'm going to do is slip the hose. I'll wet this first to make it easy. Everything slips in easier when it's wet. Okay. Okay, there we go. All I have to do is open the valve and put the hose alongside the tank, and it shows me that the water level is where my finger is. It's utterly reliable and it's accurate, and it doesn't cost much. No firmware upgrades, no software upgrades. No. The water comes out and it'll go up to the gravity point. You know, it'll level with the water in the tank, and that is right here. The water will rise up this tube to the same level as the tank. Now I can see that pretty clearly right here. It's right where my finger is, and I may not be coming across. For me, this is important. I now know how much water I've got in my tank. So this is the same idea as a boiler. Many boilers you'll see a viewing glass, especially older boilers, and it will just show the gravity level of the water in the tank. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm just applying it to my teardrop trailer, and it works great. I always use low water techniques of dishwashing, such as baking soda with vodka or vinegar, you know, to sanitize, and Dr. Bonner soap. That's working really great. It's removing all the grease and cold water here. You know, I could heat the water, but it's working out really good. I do have a video on minimal water use dishwashing. It's worth, I thought that would be one of my biggest, most viewed videos. But for some reason it's not. Maybe it's not too interesting to many people. But if you're out boondocking like this, and you're enjoying nature out here in the raw, then you may want to check that out. Because water is a limiting factor for boondocking. I'm doing pretty good. I brought, I think my water tank is 9 gallons, so I've used about 5 gallons, 4.5 gallons of water, 4 gallons so far. It's a little over half full, the fresh water tank. I just use that for dishes and washing and things. And I also brought 10 gallons of fresh water in water containers to use for drinking. Now that water, I have 2.5 gallon tanks, water jugs, these blue guys here. And I have one 5 gallon one. I really enjoy the 2.5 gallon ones because, well, for some, you know, they're easier to lift. That's not a problem for me, but it shows my water use. So I'm not like over consuming. When one, you know, as it drains, I can feel pretty easily, you know, I'm down one tank, I've got another 2.5 gallons to go and another 5 in the car. So I'm doing pretty good on water. I'm very mindful of that.